Hello, it's Sheree from Sheree's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. Today this is a very quick project using some little leftover pieces of cardstock. Now this is made from a 6x6 inch piece of cardstock, but you can use it from whatever size you like because it's very simple to adapt the measurements, and all it is really like a little notebook or a little thoughts book, or you could put pictures in it if you would like. I've just put a little, gosh, I can't think of the name of the label, decorative label punch, and they can write a little note in there and put a little picture here. You could put a big piece of paper. It's such a versatile little thing that you can adapt to your whatever needs you have. Or you could just put little photographs in there, which I think is super as well. As I say, you can make it as big as you want, or as long as you want, as thick as you want. I've just used a couple of sheets of 6x6 inch designer series paper, and I'm not going to rebow that because those of you that follow me know that that would probably take longer than the video itself. So what you're going to need is some designer series, get it right in a minute. This is 6x6 designer series paper, and it is from Warmth and Cheers. And you just take as many sheets as you want and literally cut it in half. So I took, let's see, how many did I take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've took 6 sheets of designer series paper, 6x6, and it's going to make the 2 books. So you cut it in half, so it measures now 6 inches by 3 inches, and you're going to score it at 3 inches, which is what I've done. And we're going to then fold and burnish your score line on all of them. Decide which you want on the inside and which you want on the outside. The side you fold over, this is going to be covered, so that will be the inside of your page. So I'm going to have shall I have the trees this time? Yes, we'll have the trees this time. So fold it over and burnish, and I think I'm going to have this one on the inside this time. So fold and burnish, and we'll have this one. So again, where you folded, that hasn't done it too evenly, but burnish, trying to keep it as square as you can, just so it sits nice. And then we'll have that one, so burnish. And because I've got the trees on the outside of the front, I'm going to have the trees on the outside at the back, so it looks like a book. And that's basically the book made. So all you're then going to do is you're going to get some Tombow and I do use Tombow for this because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Now I saw this on Facebook, no, on YouTube, and I'm sure the lady's name was Elizabeth Shannon, and she'd received this as a swap way back on one of the conventions that she went to. I can't remember the lady that swapped it with her, and I just thought it was a super idea just to use up the last of, I mean, you can use any, you don't have to use Christmas ones, you could use whichever one you want, couldn't you? That hasn't folded very well, so I'm just going to refold that one quickly. You could use it with whatever designer series paper or whichever 6x6 stack you've got. If you've just got a few pieces left over, I think this is a super way of using them up, and it's a very quick and very easy method. I mean, you could do it for teachers' presents, or in your team, if you want to send them a little thank you for reaching a goal they've achieved. So, gosh, come on, glue. For your say for your teachers' gifts, for a neighbour. It's just a very quick and easy way to make a very quick little book. And you could even make it for a friend who's feeling a bit low, and you could put affirmations in there to cheer them up on a daily basis. So you could make it so it's 7 sheets long, so you've got one from Monday to Sunday. And there you are. There. I haven't lined that one very well, so we just align that again and see what's going on. There we are. And there's your pages to your book. Very quick, very simple little book. Now you could leave it like that, or you could, of course, put a big sheet of paper in there and do some writing. I'm going to have to water that one because it's not very nice. So I will alter that one. So you could put a bigger sheet of paper in there to write little notes and lined paper, whatever. But what I did, I have just gone ahead and cut out or stamped with my decorative label just some plain pieces of cardstock, which I'm going to use the crumb cake. And I'm just going to quickly just go around the edges. You don't have to do the other ones I left completely plain. Now you could put a little stamp in the corner just to brighten it up a little piece, or one to match your theme of your paper that you've used. And you're just going to quickly just to make it stand out a little bit more. And I'm going to do that with all of them. And then, I say the other one I just left plain, but I just want to show you a variation of what you can do. You could use the stitch framelits. We've got some beautiful stitched framelits, and they would look lovely in here. And you could just do the ovals or the rounds, which I think would be really nice as well. Or I say you could use the square framelits, scalloped frames, and you could put a square piece of paper in there. There's just so much you could do. Or as I say, you could pop a little photograph in there of days you had together as best friends, and you've been out and you've got lovely memories from that one. That would be nice. Now I'm going to also use this stamp set, which is the one I used on here, and it's called Designer Tin of Cards. And this one I'm going to use You Wonderful Person You. That one was Celebrate Your Day. Lovely stamp set. Now I've just mounted that on a C block, and again I'm still going to use the crumb cake, and I'm just going to pop that in, clean that on my stamping scrub and pop it away so I don't lose it. So just pop that in there. And you could, because this one has, look, you could use the little lines in the middle of your decorative label, so they could write a little note to themselves. So versatile. So taking your decorative label, punch out your sentiment, like so. And I think, you know what, I'm just going to pop a trio of hearts underneath. There's my trio of hearts. Making up as I go along. So mount that on your C block, or a smaller block if you've got one. It's just I've got this one handy, and a trio of hearts. I'm just going to pop underneath That's lovely, I like that. So again, using your Stamp and Scrub, pop it all away and move that to one side and ink up the edges. Just give it a little bit of definition when it's on the page. You don't have to. There we are. So we pop that to the side. Close our ink because we don't want it to dry up. And then, now for speed I'm going to use some fast fuse, but I would recommend using the Tombow, but just for speed I'm going to use the fast fuse, and I'm just going to place that in the centre of each page. Whoops, chasing it around. Oh dear, have I run out? I think I've run out. So I'm going to have to use some snail. So, pop that in the centre, and we do that on each and every page. Oh, I can't open it. So you take your time on this. I would spend a little bit more time on just racing through it, just so you can see how easy it is to make. Oh, what's the matter with my snail now? He's not working properly. And again, pop it in the centre. For each of your page. And my snail's playing up. Right, so there is the inside of your book done. Now I'm going to use some of this beautiful stitched satin ribbon. I think it's lovely. So put a length that you want there, fold it over. I think that's a little bit extravagant, so we'll go about there and cut. You could use baker's twine, whichever ribbon corresponds with your card that you're using. Now, where are we going to put? Oh dear, that hasn't matched perfectly, but let's see. Shall we go? I'm going to use some of my sticky strip for this one. So we'll take that. And I think I want it there, so I'm going to hold there, and I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm going to put a piece of sticky strip along there, and I think that will be about where I want it. And snip that up. Let's just check. Yep, that's fine. Then remove the backing and make sure the edge is on the edge of the sticky strip, like that. And you want it to come over. And it doesn't matter that this isn't stuck on the front. Oh, that wasn't very even, was it? Because what we're going to do is we're going to use some snail. Or you could use dimensionals. Oh dear, my snail is playing up. So, pop that, try and line your ribbon, and you're going to place that over the ribbon. So that will keep that in place, and I'm just going to even that back up because I didn't make that very even, and then just tie a little knot or a little bow, whichever you prefer. I don't know if that I'm going to be able to do a bow, but I'm going to give it one try and see if it'll go. I've left myself enough ribbon in there. Can't get hold of it. Come on, be nice to me for today. I think I've left it a little bit tight, but there you go. A little bow. Oh goodness. A little bit tighter and it would be fine, wouldn't it? But anyway, there you have a very simple little notebook, which I think is super, and it's a quick way of using up some of your leftover cardstock or some of your 6x6 inch stacks. Well, I've hoped you like this tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like any of the products used in this tutorial, there is a link to my shop below, or there's one on my blog. It's 24-hour. If you'd like to come and join my team, I'd love to have you on board. Again, there's a link to my how you join on my blog and also below in the links down underneath this tutorial. So until next time, take care. Bye.